So my name is Crystal Martin. I am with the David Saba Realty team with Keller Williams, and we are here today with Tommy Sanford.
Good morning.
He works for DR Horton, and we are in one of their newest communities, which is Palm Ridge and Guyton. So we're going to have a little chat with him about the builder in general, and then also about this neighborhood. So Tommy, can you tell us a little bit about DR Horton?
Yes, so DR Horton has been around since 1978. We are currently the #1 new home builder in the nation, so we are everywhere. And what our builder's philosophy is to try to put out homes or to build homes for homeowners that are affordable, but also meet their needs and able to get out of renting and into getting some home ownership.
Yes. Okay. Sounds great. Now about this community specifically, tell us what makes this community unique, maybe compared to some of your other communities.
Yes, so we do have a number of communities in the area. What makes Palm Ridge different from some of the other ones is going to be that every home here has only got one story to it. So there's no stairs, and that means there's also no carpets with us because we don't put any carpet on single story homes. Also, we have really good sized yards here, so if you want a little bit more space between you and your neighbors, that's one thing that Palm Ridge is going to offer. And because of our geography here, we are located in both the South Effingham Middle and High School districts, so we have really great schools out here as well.
Yeah, definitely all pluses for sure, because a lot of people want either one story or primary on the main, which, so that's great that the whole community is that way. And like you said, no carpet, that is big for people too, so wonderful things. Now, what about the HOA? What are the fees per year? What does that include?
So the edge out here is a little bit smaller than some of our other communities. It's $750 per year. And that's going to include, we're going to have a little gazebo and a playground. We have sidewalks on both sides of the street, and then the common area maintenance through the community. So beyond that is very much, very limited HOA.
Right. Okay, that sounds good. So currently, are there any incentives that are being offered for purchasing in this community?
Yes, that is one of the most exciting things about working with DR Horton. We try to make it even more affordable to get in than it would be if you didn't come to us. So currently we are offering up to $8,500 towards your closing costs. So we're going to try to take as much of that off your plate as possible. And then even better than that is our interest rate, which right now we have a number of different options. We have one that's a fixed rate if you close by the end of December, and that's at 3.99 for government loans. We also have one that starts at 1.99. It's a 3-2-1 buy down, so it's 1.99, 2.99, 3.99, and ultimately it's at 4.99 after that. But the nice thing is that for those first few years, you're going to have a lot of savings to put back in your pocket. So that truly makes it a little bit easier to get into owning a home, since obviously there are down payments.
That is definitely great. And then also the refrigerators are being offered in this community as well.
In many of the communities that we are in, we do all of the stainless steel microwaves, glass top range, and dishwasher. Here we are also going to include those refrigerators for you. Just again, it's not one thing you don't have to get after closing. Just move in and get to living.
Yes, so that is helpful. So what about the preferred lender?
Yes, so we do have a preferred lender, as so many builders do, and ours is a preferred lender list of one. It's called DHI Mortgage. If you work with our mortgage company, that's when you are going to get our rate incentives and some of our closing costs as well. We do know that folks do want to stick with their lenders from time to time, but usually once you have a chance to speak to ours and see how those numbers match up, it's an easy enough.
To use the DHI mortgage for sure. Okay, so let's talk about what models are currently available for this community, and I know, of course, pricing can change and stuff like that, but what is kind of the base price of where this community will be starting at?
Yes, so we have 5 different floor plans in here. As we mentioned earlier, everything is one story. We're going to go from 1185 square feet, which is our Greenbrier floor plan, and that is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, right around the 330-ish range as of today. And then we're going to go all the way up to a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's our Cali plan at 1,774 square feet, so it's a really good size home, and that one is currently priced at $375. So as you said, prices certainly can change, but generally we don't have huge jumps.
Right, just maybe a little bit. And the Cali, I believe, is one of the more popular plans at DR Horton.
Yes, in my 5 years here at DR Horton, we have built it everywhere. It's one of our most popular floor plans.
Absolutely. Okay, so does the builder offer any options for any customizations, or is it just kind of like the house is done like it is and you buy it like it is?
So I don't like to say no,
Yeah, okay.
but we don't allow a lot of changes to our homes, and that is part of how we keep the prices a little bit more affordable.
And the quickness.
Yes, and as well as the speed of the build. So what we do include is a lot of stuff that you're going to want anyway. So we include blinds in all of our homes. They're the 2-inch faux wood blinds, and they're in every single window except for the front door and back door. As we said, we're going to include all the appliances. We do a fully sodded yard, so you get grass all the way around with a sprinkler system to keep it looking sharp. And then we have a super cool smart home system that comes along with the homes. You'll have a smart deadbolt, smart light switches, a little panel. There's a whole lot of little pieces to it that just make your home a little bit easier to live in.
Gotcha. Okay. And how about the earnest money deposit? What is the typical?
So we typically do a $2,000 earnest money deposit. So it's not a set 1% of the price like it can be with resale homes. And again, that's just us trying to make it easier to get into without having to, completely empty your bank account while you might wait. Because many of our homes can close within 30 days, as most used homes can.
Yes.
But it again, sometimes it might be a little bit longer, and it's nice to have your money.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so availability and timeline. What is the typical build time right now for a home in this community?
So from start to finish, we can build most of our homes in about 75 to 90 days here. And again, that goes back to, we can't make any adjustments. Everything is the same each time, so it just makes everybody a little bit more efficient with their speed. So the nice thing about that quicker build time is one, once you pick your home, you know that you're moving in not too long after. And it typically will make you eligible for our lower interest rates because there are timelines for when those interest rates run out. But we have been told as well that recently that we're going to start saying yes to more things. So if there is something that will make you say yes, let us know and we'll ask.
It's all negotiable,
yes,
right?
Everything can be asked.
Gotcha. So are there any, so for right now, you've got 4 homes built.
Mm-hmm.
Are those homes move-in ready? Like somebody could come today?
Yes, they could move into them tomorrow if everything could go that fast. Typically it'll be about 30 days. So yeah, we have 4 that are ready today. We have a couple more that are going to start next week, and then they'll probably be done sometime in January, maybe February, depending on what happens.
Nice.
And we even have an option currently to do some pre-sales where you would be able to at least pick the colors for the interior and the exterior of your home.
Okay.
So if you really want to have this floor plan on this lot, we can do some of those things that we don't typically do.
Okay, that's nice. And then final thoughts, or what advice would you give to someone maybe curious about buying new construction, or specifically D.R. Horton, that would maybe help them with the process?
Yes. So first step is call Crystal with the David Saba team because she knows where we are at. But usually the first place to start is with getting your pre-approval, just because that will give us a better idea of what homes we should look at. I never want to hold anyone back from looking at the home of their dreams, but unfortunately what I have found sometimes is if we look at one that is beyond our budget, it can be a little bit disappointing. So if we start out with a good idea of what we would like and where we're at, that makes the whole process go a little bit smoother. And sadly enough, sometimes when you get those disappointments, it can really be a downer. So if we're thinking about everything positively as we move forward, it just keeps the whole process as seamless and enjoyable as humanly possible.
Absolutely. So yes, definitely pre-approval is very important. Like you said, kind of the first step, and then of course, finding a home that works for you and time frame that works for you, and making it all come together. So how easy is it to get started if someone were to want to come out to the community, say tomorrow, and say, hey, I like this house that's right down the road, and I want to make an offer on it? How does the process work?
So that part is the easiest part of all. You just come in and say, hey, I have my earnest money and I like that home and I'd like to put it under contract. We sit down. It takes me about 5 minutes to put the contract together on my computer. And then it's about 45 minutes as we read through everything to make sure that we know exactly what we're getting into. Yes. And a lot of things that the contract goes over, all the different warranties that your brand new home will come with. So it's a good way to kind of get a good baseline on all those things. That way, as we move forward and we're discussing them, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. So, and then from there, we get to closing. We have a homeowner walkthrough that we do about a week before you close, because here at D.R. Horton, we do build brand new homes, but sadly, we don't often build perfect homes. So we'll come through with you guys, and your buyer's right. We'll put blue tape everywhere. We'll make a nice little IOU list of the things that will get done before you close on your brand new home. That day we come through and we look at everything again and we say, hey, everything was done and we are super happy with how everything turned out. You go to closing from there, you come back with your keys, and then it's yours to do whatever you would like with it. And then sadly, sometimes things do come up, but that's the best part about a brand new home. We had additional warranties in place up to 10 years for any of those things that just can only be tested so much.
Right, exactly. Okay, well that sounds great. So what we're going to do is we're going to tour a few of the homes now, do some videos of those, and we'll have those available online, and we'll also attach a copy of the floor plan so you can see how the layout is, the measurement of the room. So thank you so much for meeting with us today, Tommy, and telling us all about DR Horton. And again, we are in Palm Ridge and Guyton, one of the newest communities, and all the homes are single-story homes with no carpet. So contact us if you'd like more information.
See you soon.
Bye.